Should you skip this Epcot restaurant?
Let's eat.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Foodies, and we are back at Epcot to dine at a restaurant we've never done a video on, but we have a history with Sam. This was the first restaurant we ever ate at as a couple here at Epcot. On our first trip to Walt Disney World, we didn't know what we were doing, and we ended up at a little restaurant in China called Nine Dragons. This is in the World Showcase section of Epcot. It is obviously Chinese-based cuisine. And it's probably, I wouldn't say the lowest rated, it has like a 4.2 star rating on Google, but it's always the restaurant I hear people say, you gotta skip. And Sam, do you think this is a restaurant we should skip?
It does get a lot of hate. I mean, we've only had 2 experiences here, I think, and they weren't bad. I don't think that it sticks out compared to everything else in World Showcase and Epcot.
Yeah, it's not one of the higher end experiences. It did open in 1985, 3 years after Epcot opened. And the Nine Dragons, it bears a name representative of something from Beijing. Is that right, Sam?
Yeah, the name and decor are inspired by the Nine Dragon Wall in Beijing's Forbidden City.
Yeah, and then I believe the food there, the cuisine, is based off of different areas of China, like Sichuan,
Hunan, Canton, probably butchering all of that. Apologies.
We don't speak Chinese, yes.
We barely speak English.
But we will be trying out a bunch of the Chinese food, and we have a history of Chinese food. Being from New York, we love the Chinese cuisine. I will say, in our previous experiences here, I have felt that the Chinese food I've had in New York was a bit better. That being said, I've heard in recent memory that they have revamped the menu multiple times since we last been here, and that it has upped its game quite a bit. So maybe this is one of the new go-to Epcot restaurants.
I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
I don't think it's bad. I never thought it was bad, but it gets a ton of hate. If you've had an experience here, like, let me know what your experience was. I think if you stick to the basics, like, I'm a basic eater when it comes to Chinese food, like honey chicken, fried rice, dumplings, spring rolls, things like that. I think if you stick to like the basics, I think you're fine. I think when they try to do more specialty items, I think that's where they kind of fall flat.
I think we will be sticking to the basic items. You talk about all this Chinese food is making me real hungry, Sam. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we figure out if Nine Dragons has gotten better. If we're going to Nine Dragons, we'll have to enter in through the front of Epcot and head underneath Spaceship Earth. Left or right doesn't really matter. We'll have to enter in through the Celebration Gardens. Fitting we're going through the gardens because Flower and Garden is coming up real soon. You can see those topiaries up already, Phineas and Ferb, Figment. Then we're going to head to World Showcase. We'll bear left at World Showcase, and the first area we'll be heading through is Mexico. We're going to pass Mexico, and then we're going to pass Norway. And right past Norway, we will find China. Only place in the world where China is right after Norway. Once we enter in through China, you're going to see some arches. Don't head underneath those arches. You're going to head left of those arches, and you will see Nine Dragons on your left-hand side. It's the first building you see when you walk in, and there's so much intricate detail in the building, I don't think you really notice until you really look at the top. It looks like they have some form of carvings in the roofs, where it looks like almost like a warrior or a chariot is being headed out. It looks very nice. All right, let's check in. We have checked in and we've been seated. As you walk in, make sure to look up. You'll find a golden dragon right above you and wood carvings of dragons right as you walk in, obviously representing Nine Dragons. It really is a beautiful restaurant in the interior. They don't make them like this anymore. It feels like old Epcot to me. All right, let's break down the menu for you guys. Everything looks moderately priced. You can find the appetizers here to the left. A lot of crab on here. They have a stuffed crab claw, a smoked duck bao buns, ooh, cheesy crab wontons. For those who have watched some of our recent videos, you know I am a big fan of the rangoons. Crab rangoons, that is. That's what these are. We have the hogao shrimp dumplings, the chicken pot stickers, vegetable spring rolls, wontons and chili oil, Sichuan cucumbers, and crab and corn soup. They do have a chef's specialty of General Tso's chicken shumai. For entrees, we have glazed prawns with pistachios, dry braised prawns, typhoon shelter sole, smoked duck with fried rice, Canton pepper stir fry, Szechuan beef, Kowloon spare ribs, honey sesame chicken, spicy honey chicken, Kung Pao Duao, duo, a Kung Pao duo, guys. And we have the spicy mala happy family, a bunch of spicy foods together. And for our vegetarian friends, we have the vegetable stir fry. For kids, they have honey crispy chicken, sweet and sour shrimp, a kids deluxe, and a dessert of choice. Looks like ice cream. On the other side, we can find the drinks. They do have some non-alcoholic options. Looks like we have a strawberry slushy, a mango slushy, a Shangri-La slushy, which is strawberry and mango blend. They have assorted soft drinks, a raspberry iced tea, and a blackberry jasmine iced tea, as well as assorted fruit juices. For kids, they have all different types of milk, and they have water for adults and kids. Would not be a Chinese restaurant without some teas. There's your teas. And I'm going to scroll down so you guys can see all the different assorted wines, Pinots, sparkling wines, and sweet wines right here at the bottom. When I saw slushies on the menu, I felt like I had to get one. Nothing hits quite like a slushie after a long theme park day. This is a combination slushie, right, Sam? What is this called? What's on it in this?
It's the Shangri-La slushie. It's strawberry and mango blend.
Can't wait to try it out. It's obviously strawberry at the bottom, mango at the top.
I like your new sweater.
It's fairly sweet. I see kids loving this, but like I said, when you had a hot theme park day or a hot Florida day, nothing quite hits like a slushie. Sometimes you need that little sugar to wake you up. Wakes up the tongue and also it cools you down. It's so refreshing right now. It is cold outside, but I'm still refreshed. It's actually perfectly slushy. It's not like watery in any spot. They actually put a nice cherry right here at the top for you. I really like this. Should I go really high with the number or should I not?
It's you. Be just your authentic self.
I'm gonna go 9 with the slushie. It's really hitting right now. And I can see this being like a 10 on a good day. It's a well-made slushie. How much higher could a slushie be? So the appetizers have arrived. We got 3 different appetizers. Sam, you got the egg rolls, right?
These are the vegetable spring rolls. They're crispy spring rolls filled with mixed vegetables, and it comes with a side of sweet and sour sauce. The sauce looks good.
So spring rolls, not egg rolls. So these don't have egg.
I do want to say, I did notice, I feel like there are no noodle dishes. And the most expensive thing, I think, was $36. So compared to other restaurants in Epcot, I do think that it's lower priced. But I also don't think it's as high of quality as other restaurants. Everything came out like steaming hot. Even after like all the pictures, all the B-roll, they're still like crazy hot. Really nice crunch, not greasy. Nice crunchy filling. I like the sweet and sour sauce a lot. I'm gonna go 7. I think, I don't think you would be disappointed with these.
They definitely look crispy. I'm gonna try them with and without the sauce. Not bad, but I've had better, if that makes sense. Let me put a little bit of sauce inside of it. So I like having the spoon. You just dip it, let it goo inside.
Not mind-blowing, but like not bad.
They're hot, fresh, and crispy. I would go 7. Like there's nothing about them that's like blowing me away. Like it's a standard vegetable spring roll. But they taste good, but again, it's not gonna be like, hey, I gotta get these. It's a 7, it's a C. Another standard item, Sam, you got the pot stickers. What are on in these?
These are pan-fried chicken dumplings with cabbage and dumpling sauce. I love a crispy pot sticker. I'm gonna go for this one. Despite being pan-fried, they actually don't, they look like, that one totally looked like it was gonna have a crisp, and like it did not have any crisp. Weird. A little bit rubbery texture with the dumpling itself. The meat tastes good. It's very soy sauce heavy, a little on the salty side. It's tender, but again, I'm gonna go 6 for these.
Okay, all right, pot sticker time. I guess, why am I using a fork, Jay? What is wrong with me? I gotta use my hands with a pot sticker. All right, I'm a big fan of pot stickers. They don't feel super crispy though.
The spring rolls tasted fresher than the pot stickers. The pot stickers, I feel like this could be like a frozen situation that were reheated, where the spring roll, I don't know if either of those things is true, but...
If you live in New York, your local Chinese restaurant has a better pot sticker and probably a better wonton. This is going to be a dual J round. I'm actually most excited for the next item, which I'm sure you guys know are crab rangoons. These are okay. I agree with 10-6. They're just like not crispy enough. The interior, it tastes like a frozen pot sticker. If I heat these up in my house, I'd be happy. And come to Disney World once a little bit more. Now these look fire, Sam. You don't even like crab, and you thought these looked pretty good, right?
I thought they looked like the best looking thing that came out. So these are fried wontons filled with cream cheese, celery, and imitation crab. And if you missed our CityWorks video, they do have crab ragoon mozzarella sticks.
It's one of the best appetizers at Disney Springs over at CityWorks. It's imitation crab, Sam, so you actually could try this because it's not real crab. There's no actual...
I don't like crab flavor, so I don't think I would like imitation or real. I can hear the crunch from here.
That was the best appetizer. You do a rangoon good, you win me over. Filled with cream cheese, filled to the brim. My only issue with the goons is I want real crab. I want big lumps of crab in here. I'm gonna break this open just so you guys can kind of see.
I was about to drop on the mic.
They can see it, right? Oh, I dropped on the menu. Not enough crab, but a lot of cream cheese. So they got to get points for that. I'm going to give these a 8. I think they're the best appetizer we had. Definitely, if you don't like crab rangouts, get those, although don't expect too much crab. Expect more cream cheese forward plate. All right, so the entrees have arrived. Sam went with her signature
honey sesame chicken. They also do have a spicy honey chicken option. So it normally comes with steamed jasmine rice. I upgraded for $4.95 to the egg fried rice. You can also upgrade to lo mein noodles, which I feel like are like the only noodles they have. I don't see any other menu option that includes.
I feel like they used to have noodles too.
Right? I just feel like it's weird that there's not one noodle option. Anyway, I mean, somewhat decent portion. I do like the bowl lettuce in. I think it's nice. Very nice crisp on it. Nice juicy white meat chicken. I do like the nice like honey glaze on it, and it is house made. The honey on it, and taste it. It doesn't, taste like bottled. Let's see if this was worth the $4.95. Oh, it was not. It was not. Why is it spicy? I have no idea why this would be spicy. Egg fried rice.
So on the menu, they do have a pepper rating for each item. So they'll have a little guide for you at the bottom of the menu.
No, egg fried rice does not have any pepper rating. It also is like very like overcooked and dry. It doesn't have a good flavor. I really do like the chicken though, but this was a bust. I should have just stuck with the healthy jasmine rice, but I was trying to live a little. I made a mistake with that. That's actually some of the worst fried rice I've ever had. And I don't like to speak in like dramatic terms like that, but that was not it. But this is very good. I'll give this an 8. And I would give the rice like a 3.
All right, so 2 juxtaposed items. I honestly want to try the 3, Sam. I want to try this first.
It's dry and flavorless. Like I love egg fried rice. That's just like, no. And there was like the bite I had, I don't know if it was like an accident, there was something spicy in there.
I think there's ginger in here. Yeah, it's very burnt. It's burnt, it's dry. It's a 3. It's a 3. Well, let's see how the chicken is. Look at that. Perfectly covered.
I mean, I'd rather the chicken be better than the rice than vice versa.
The rice isn't great, but that chicken is on point.
I almost want to ask for the jasmine rice.
Super juicy, filled with flavor. Perfectly like on the exterior. It's not like drenched, but it has that nice crystallized background on it with the sesame seeds. And it's crunchy. It's good. I'm gonna go with the 8 for that. That's one of the best entrees I've had here, so honestly, definitely recommending that. Sam does not eat duck, so you will be only getting my review on the duck fried rice. Smoked duck breast, egg fried rice, and hoisin sauce. That hoisin sauce is right on top. See the egg fried rice right in the bottom. Hopefully this egg fried rice is better than the fried rice we had before. Let's see how the duck cuts. I'm not going to make a Donald Duck joke. I'm not going to make a Donald Duck joke because that would be morbid. So I'm not going to do it. But just know the option is here, and it would be a great dad joke. Let's try this out. Nice and smoky, and it almost tastes like jerked a bit, the duck. As in, like, it is pretty salty, actually, that duck. But the duck is tender. It's perfectly crispy on the outside. You guys can see right there. This rice is much better than Sam's rice. I think the egg gives it some moisture. Let me try one more bite of the duck.
You do look like you have more pieces of egg in yours than mine. Mine looks eggless.
Little salty, little dry. So I'm going to go 7. I think it's good enough. It's a solid one. I think Sam is definitely the winner as far as the entrees go. We have retrieved the dessert menu. It's literally always at the table to the left. A few desserts here. They have a chocolate hazelnut crepe cake, an ube cheesecake, mango pudding, and dragon dream delight. This looks like a combination of like soft serve ice creams. I didn't show this before. You can actually see their cocktails in the back here. We'll kind of scroll down now in case you wanted to see all the different drinks that they have to offer here. Dessert has been served. The most interesting option to me looked like the chocolate hazelnut crepe. This is 9 layers of light and soft crepes interlaced with delicate whipped cream, obviously hazelnut flavored. You excited, Sam?
It's a crepe cake. I thought it was a crepe. Crepe cake. Never had a crepe cake. Speaking of crepes, we haven't been to the creperie. I know, like since we moved, probably almost 4 years ago we went there.
Yeah, we have to do a creperie video again. Let us know in the comments if you want to see the Epcot creperie in a video. Doesn't look like it's it.
Very weird.
Is it sweet?
Yeah. Not really. It's kind of like very minimal flavor, but it has a weird texture because they're like these layers of crepe, but like they don't taste good. So they're just kind of, and they're kind of just like intertwined, and it's like a weird texture. I'm not a fan. It's not, maybe it's just not for me. I'll give it a 5.
Maybe it's for me.
I hope it is.
I do like how it looks. I like its little back end. I like all its layers. I feel like in theory, this would work well. Oh, that just cut right off. Very delicate.
Some things taste weird, right?
I expected it to be sweeter. It's not sweet at all.
I feel like it tastes like petroleum jelly for some reason, and I have no idea why.
So we have been eating cake for like a week straight. Subscriber, very kind subscriber, we appreciate you, made us cheesecake. Then we got a Portillo's chocolate cake from Sam's birthday. Then I also bought Sam a cake for her birthday. So maybe we're just like sugared out. That can happen. Given I didn't
Something tastes weird though. And I think it's like the crepe itself. Those crepe layers like taste a little off.
For me, I just don't think it has any sweetness, which makes it weird because it has the whipped cream consistency. Whipped cream I always imagine, because you get that fattiness with the whipped cream, but you're not getting that sweetness you usually get with it, which is an interesting option. I'm gonna go with the 5. I don't think this is it. Maybe the mango pudding was better. I saw someone get the mango pudding, it was pretty good.
We can ask them.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But not the best experience. Our full thoughts at the end, which is now. All right, so that's it for our time at 9 Dragons. Sam, it was probably one of the weakest experiences I feel like we've had at Epcot. I will say I don't think the Epcot restaurants, most of them don't really blow me away except for like Les Sayers. But this one was a bit of a letdown. I think that your chicken was probably the best entree, right?
It was. I thought the spring rolls were good.
I thought the crab rangoons were pretty solid. I wish they had some real crab in them, and I wish they had more crab in them, but they were definitely filled with cream cheese and definitely very tasty. The dessert was real big letdown. Your fried rice was not great. I will say.
I'm very proud of myself. I did say I didn't like the rice, and I gave it back, and I got the steamed jasmine rice. So I stood up for myself.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes say things, but I will say the service was impeccable. Some of the best service I've ever had at Epcot. So the cast members are on point. I just think the menu needs a bit of a refresh. I also want to bring up, I love the interior of this restaurant. I forgot how beautiful it was with all the different colors and chandeliers. They actually have the 9 dragons on the back wall, so you can see little statues of them on the back wall as you walk through. As you walk in, there's like a mural of hand-carved dragons you walk directly through. I think there's a dragon chasing a pearl on the back wall. Is that it, Sam? Or?
Yes, and it symbolizes a never-ending quest for wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah, and we learned today that 9 Dragons isn't our go-to Epcot restaurant. It is probably one of the ones you should skip, but it's an easy one to get into. One of the reasons we came in here on the first time we were here, and I will say that slushy hit. It's a great place to escape the heat.
We literally were so hot, and it's funny because Food and Wine was going on, but we didn't know what Food and Wine was at the time. But we stumbled into there. We were grateful to get in there, and if it's like a super hot day and you can't get a reservation anywhere else, like I don't think you'll be like terribly disappointed, but you won't be slightly disappointed.
I will say we knew what Food and Wine was. It was very hot, and it was our first trip ever, so we weren't like. But we didn't
like research menus. We didn't know like what the go-to. And
we're talking close to 10 years ago at this point, so we have a lot more experience now. But yeah, 9 Dragons, beautiful restaurant, needs a menu refresh. We had a lot of fun. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications, that way you are notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday at 12 p.m. and hit that bell so you're notified when that second video drops later in the week.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
Make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. Love me a good puddle shot. Or this is actually like more of a pond shot.
Can you even see it? It's so dark.
You see it on this camera because the lens is so much better now. Look, Sam. See
oh.
Yeah. I always recommend walking like far into the World Showcase pavilions because you'll find hidden gems of architecture in here, and they are just such fun places to explore and such unique places that you won't find built in theme parks anymore. This is a really forward, I feel like, thinking theme park, Epcot, when it was initially built in the 80s.
Also unrelated, I totally forgot that the Lotus Blossom Cafe was next to Nine Dragons. Like this is a quick service spot that I just feel like nobody really goes into.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about it. It's a quick service restaurant in China. And the people you see scrolling up on the screen right now, those are our members. We want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we have tiers as low as $1.99 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and end credit credentials like you're seeing right now. If you have any interest in a membership, you can check out the join button below and learn about all our different tiers and perks. But even if you can't become a member, if you're someone who just consistently likes, comments, subscribes, engages with these videos in any way, we greatly appreciate you because your engagement helps make more than we feel very privileged and very lucky to be able to make them. And as always,
keep it going for Frank.